The United States asked China to rebuild the bridge for $2.6 billion, but its strength was not trusted. However, after the bridge was completed, it defied doubts and was the envy of many countries. In this video, let us learn more about it. China's infrastructure construction capabilities are world-renowned. According to statistics from the U.S. Engineering News Record, more than 25% of the world's top 250 infrastructure engineering contractors are from China. Even big countries like the United States will look to China for help in infrastructure construction. In 2013, China completed a super project in New York that would go down in history. The Hamilton Bridge was so difficult to build that it persuaded countless countries to abandon it, but China successfully delivered the project to New Yorkers and won widespread praise. So how did China win this project? How will the Hamilton Bridge be renovated? The Alexander Hamilton Bridge over the Harlem River in New York City can be said to be one of the busiest highway interchanges in the world. This is a bridge that was completed and opened to traffic as early as 1963. It was established and named in honor of Alexander Hamilton, America's founding father, framer of the Constitution, and founder of the American party system. Because it is located at the intersection of New York's two major highways connecting Manhattan and Brown City, traffic is very busy, with traffic volume of up to 300,000 vehicles per day. Because it was built a long time ago, the bridge was old and in urgent need of renovation. As the largest single project in the history of the New York Department of Transportation, relevant U.S. departments attach great importance to it. The United States first found its domestic engineering companies, but the amount of money to repair a bridge of this scale is not a small amount. The United States could not accept this. In order to reduce the project cost, the United States chose to use international bidding and open bidding to companies around the world. In the end, China State Construction Engineering Company, Limited defeated many top multinational and domestic contractors in the fierce competition, and successfully won the renovation project. At that time, many New Yorkers took to the streets to protest. They believe that such a simple bridge repair work is not difficult, and the United States should be fully capable of completing this work on its own, rather than letting foreign companies intervene in the renovation of New York's busiest bridge. Facts have proved that these protesting New Yorkers thought the bridge renovation project was too simple. Before the Hamilton Bridge project, the United States had tried to complete the renovation of the Oakland Bay Bridge on its own, but it ended in failure. The bridge and steel bars were repaired and broken repeatedly, and eventually the United States had to temporarily close it until Chinese companies took over and completed the reconstruction of the Oakland Bay Bridge. In order to avoid similar safety hazards happening again on the Hamilton Bridge, the United States had to ask Chinese companies for help. China eventually took over the Hamilton Bridge project. However, taking over was only the first step. There were still many challenges waiting for China to truly complete the repair of the Hamilton Bridge. First of all, as an important transportation artery in New York City, tens of thousands of vehicles drive on it every day. Generally speaking, bridges will be closed during construction to prevent vehicles from interfering with the construction and to avoid danger. However, the New York authorities required that the normal passage of vehicles on the bridge must be ensured during the bridge's restoration, which was definitely a big challenge for the Chinese team. Secondly, the Hamilton Bridge repair work is China's first overseas bridge construction project in the United States. This is of great significance to China's infrastructure going global. If this bridge could be successfully repaired, it would definitely be a very good advertisement for China's infrastructure. But if it was not repaired well, the signboard of China's infrastructure would be smashed. When constructing in the completely unfamiliar environment of the United States, there were actually a large number of unknown challenges waiting for China. In order to solve these problems, Chinese engineers conducted 3D simulations of the bridge construction and revised the original construction plan many times, paving the way for the smooth development of the project. The Chinese construction team first widened the bridge deck and then directed the traffic flow to the widened bridge deck, thus solving the problem of traffic flow. Since the bridge deck, concrete structure and steel structure were prone to changes after the expansion, the construction difficulties were greatly increased. Coupled with the extremely high cost of American workers and local resources, the Chinese construction team once again faces huge challenges. In addition, in 2009, the United States was experiencing a financial crisis, and the governor of New York State once considered suspending this project. Under this crisis, Chinese companies once again demonstrated their responsibility as a major country and withstood heavy pressures. Not only did China not underpay wages to subcontracting companies, suppliers, and workers, but they all arrived on time. In the end, China helped the United States complete the repair of the Hamilton Bridge at a cost of $400 million, equivalent to 2.6 billion yuan. If the United States' own engineering companies were allowed to repair it, the cost would at least double. These actions created a China whirlwind in New York at the time, which not only won the Chinese company a good reputation, but also laid a solid foundation for subsequent cooperation. In the end, the Chinese construction team successfully weathered the crisis, and the project was finally delivered successfully as scheduled. This project has created a large number of job opportunities for the local area. Without affecting traffic, the construction team achieved win-win cooperation between China and the United States in the infrastructure market, and also established the leading position of Chinese manufacturing in the U.S. infrastructure market. After its completion, the Alexander Hamilton Bridge won many U.S. and international awards. China's efficient, scientific and safe bridge construction capabilities have been recognized by the United States and the international community, giving China and the United States more possibilities for cooperation in infrastructure construction. Since then, the United States has repeatedly sought cooperation from China in areas such as high-speed railways, subways, and bridges. China's infrastructure construction capabilities have taken a leading position globally. From the current perspective, compared with domestic mega bridge projects, the Hamilton Bridge is not on the same level at all, let alone the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. But its construction also made the world aware of China's infrastructure strength, causing many countries to turn to China for help as soon as possible when they have unfinished bridge projects. Not only the United States, but also Brazil, Bangladesh, and many countries in Europe have asked China to help build super bridges. While completing a series of domestic and foreign bridge projects, it also promotes the further development of China's infrastructure strength. It is worth mentioning that domestic and foreign bridges have different standards for construction. Many countries even require China to strictly follow their standards for construction. By being exposed to foreign standards, we can actually transform other countries' advanced technologies for our own use, thereby further promoting the development of China's bridge building capabilities. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.